Good morning, students. Today we have to discuss coordinate geometry. Author of coordinate geometry is René Descartes. It is also called as analytical geometry by the name of mathematician. Coordinate geometry also called as Cartesian geometry. In previous classes, already we learned about coordinate geometry in some concept. Today in my class, we are learning about point. Generally, point is nothing but a dot on a plane. Look like it is a point. Before going to this concept, our mathematician René Descartes taken that point in the algebra. In algebra, the point is called as order pair. Now, how to define order pair means that A, B are two real numbers. Here the real numbers A and B take in small brackets like this. It is called as a order pair. Like this you will take two order pairs. One is A, B, another one is C, D. If the order pairs both are equal, then what we observe means if the order pair A, B is equals to C, D, here what we observe means the corresponding elements are equal. What is the corresponding element to A? What is the corresponding element to B? If the corresponding element to A is C, the corresponding element of B is D. When the order pair A, B is equals to C, D, here A equals to B, A equals to C, and B equals to D. If the order pairs A and B and C and D are not equal, here what we observed, when the order pairs are not equal, then their corresponding elements are not equal. A is not equals to C and B is not equals to D. Based on this concept, we will take some examples. If the order pair x, y is equals to 2, 3, then x is what? Y is what? When the order pair x, y is equals to 2, 3, previously already we discussed. If the order pairs are equal, then their corresponding elements are equal. Here x, y is equal to 2, 3, here x value is equals to 2, y value is equals to 3. Here x equals to 2, y equals to 3. One more example. If the order pair x, y is equals to 7, minus 4. Here x value 7, y value minus 4. One more example. Here x value is, that implies x equals to 7, y equals to minus 4. One more. The order pair 2x minus 3, 3y plus 4 is equals to 0, 0. Then how to find x, y? If the order pair 2x minus 3, 3y plus 4 is equals to 0, 0, then their corresponding elements are equal. Which are the corresponding elements? Here 2x minus 3 and this 0 both are corresponding elements. So that implies 2x minus 3 equals to 0. For this minus 3 you will take other side, 2x equals to 3. From this x equals to 3 by 2. Similarly, 3y plus 4 equals to 0, plus 4 you will take other side, 3y equals to minus 4, y equals to minus 4 by 3. Okay na? One more example. If x minus y, x plus y is equals to 4, 5. Find x and y values. Here x minus y equals to 4, x plus y equals to 5. It is first equation, it is second equation. Now add these two equations. Add equation 1 and equation 2. Here the equation 1 is x minus y equals to 4. Equation 2 is x plus y equals to 5. When these two add, here what we observe? Minus y plus y both will be cancelled. Becomes 0. X plus x is nothing but 2x. 4 plus 5 is nothing but 9. Here 2x equals to 9 means 2 is a multiple of x. One side multiple, take other side, becomes in division. Then x equals to 9 by 2. Now the x value, take in equation 1 or equation 2. From the equation 1, x minus y equals to 4. X value is 9 by 2 came, substitute here. 9 by 2 minus y equals to 4. Here minus y you will take right side. In the right side 4 you will take left side. 9 by 2 minus 4 equals to y. Here 2 4s are 8. 9 minus 8 is nothing but 1. Therefore y equals to 1 by 2. Here the x value for this question, the x value is 9 by 2, y value is 1 by 2. Our mathematics René Descartes taken the point in the algebra. In that algebra, that point is called as order pair. Like that, when you will take two order pairs, if the order pair a comma b is equals to b, c comma d, immediately we observe the corresponding elements are equal. A is equal to c and b is equals to d. If the order pair a comma b is not equals to c comma d, here we observe a is not equals to c, b is not equals to d. Based on that concept, some examples also how do we learned. Now, when you take the order pair x comma y in a plane, that is nothing but point. Now you will take one point P, its coordinates are x comma y. In this point P of x comma y, what about x, what about y? How to define x and y means, generally x is called as x element or first element or x coordinate. Y is nothing but second element or second coordinate or y coordinate. How to take the points means, before going to this concept, now we will learning about coordinate axes, which are called as coordinate axes. Here see, if any line is parallel to the earth, that is called as a straight line. Here see, here what we observe means, it is look like parallel to the earth. So now it is called as horizontal line. One more line you will take like this. Here what we observe means, this straight line is perpendicular to the earth. If any line is perpendicular to the earth, is called as vertical line. It is called as horizontal line, it is called as vertical line. In our concept, the horizontal line is called as x-axis, the vertical line is called as y-axis. Here what we observe means, the x-axis and y-axis divide the plane into 4 parts. Each part is called as a quadrant. So it is called as first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Generally, it is Q1, it is Q2, it is Q3, it is Q4. After that, here what we observe means, here the x-axis and y-axis mutually perpendicular to each other. When the x-axis and y-axis perpendicular to each other, then that two axes are called as coordinate axes. Otherwise means the angle between the x-axis and y-axis are not equals to 90, not perpendicular. In such case, the axes are called as oblique axis. Oblique means O-B-L-I-Q-U-E. Oblique axis. Here two types of definitions already we learned. One is coordinate axis and another one is oblique axis. Once again, coordinate axis means when the x-axis and y-axis are perpendicular to each other, in that case the x-axis y-axis are called as coordinate axis. The x-axis and y-axis not perpendicular, In that case, that axes are called as oblique axis. Now, you take one point P of x comma y in the first quadrant. Here see, it is point P, its coordinates are x comma y. Now, how to define x comma y means, draw the perpendicular from the point to the x-axis and y-axis. Here see, Pm comma Pn are perpendicular to x-axis and y-axis. Here Pm is perpendicular to the x-axis, Pn is perpendicular to the y-axis. The perpendicular distance from the point to y-axis is called as x. The perpendicular distance from the point to the x-axis is called as y. It is nothing but x coordinate. It is nothing but y coordinate. Here what we observe means x-axis and y-axis are perpendicular, and Pm is perpendicular to x-axis and Pn is perpendicular to y-axis, and the x-axis and y-axis are intersected at a point O. Generally O is nothing but origin. Here what we observe means O, M, P, N is look like a quadrilateral. In this quadrilateral what we observe, angle O, angle M, angle N are equal to 90 degrees. How do we know? In a quadrilateral, the sum of 4 angles is equal to 360. Here, the sum of these 3 angles is 270 means 4th angle also automatically is equal to 90 degrees. Now, in this quadrilateral, each angle is 90. Now, it is called as a rectangle. Sometimes it is called as square. Here, OMPN is called as a rectangle. In a rectangle, what we know, the opposite sides are equal. OM is nothing but PN. So, PN already x, so OM is also x. PM is y means ON also y. Here what we observe means, x means the distance from point M to the origin. So, this is nothing but x-intercept. X-intercept means the perpendicular distance from, here OM is nothing but x, ON is nothing but y. X is called as x-intercept, y is called as y-intercept. Here x-intercept means the distance from origin to any point on the x-axis. Y-intercept means the distance from origin to any point on the y-axis. Here see, OM is nothing but x-intercept, ON is nothing but y-intercept. Now, what are the values of x comma y at the origin? At the origin, x value is what, y value is what. How to find out means, here see, now join O and P. Like this, when you join, here what we observe means, when the point P is closer and closer to the origin, when the point P is closer and closer to the origin, here what we observe means the perpendicular distance from that point to the coordinate axis are decreased. Here see, if the point P is closer to here, it is changed to P dash. Now draw the perpendicular from P dash to the x-axis and y-axis. Here P dash to M dash, P dash to N dash. The distance P dash to M dash, when it is compared with PM, it is decreased or not? Decreased. Similarly, P dash N dash is also decreased to Pn when it is compared with Pn. Like this, when the point P is closer and closer to origin, the perpendicular distance also closer and closer to the zeros. So at the point, when the point P you will take at the origin, from that point find the perpendicular distance to the x-axis and y-axis, both are equal to zeros. So at the origin, x value is 0, y value is 0. Now at the origin, x value is 0, y value is 0. Similarly, one more concept. Up to now, we learned some concept in the coordinate geometry. First of all, the other coordinate geometry is Renard-Descartes. After that, point is nothing but the dot line, the dot on a plane is called as a point. The mark on a plane is called as a point. Generally, point has no definition. Or mathematician Renard-Descartes, that point taken in the algebra concept. In algebra, the point is called as order pair. So based on order pair, some examples already we explained. Coordinate axes, which are called as coordinate axes means which axes are perpendicular to each other in a plane, those are called as coordinate axes. If they are not perpendicular, they are called as oblique axes. After that, here what we observe means the coordinate axes are dividing the plane into 4 parts. Each one is called as a quadrant. After that, how to find the x value and y value at the origin already we learned. Now, here, how to find the point on the x-axis or y-axis. Here see, let the point P x comma y is in a first quadrant. Now draw the perpendicular to the x-axis. Draw the perpendicular to the x-axis. It is x-axis, it is y-axis. In previous class already we learned when the point P closer to the origin. Here what we observe means the x-intercept and y-intercept both are decreased to 0. Now in this case, the point P is closer to the x-axis, what we observed. If the point P closer to here, the point P closer to here what we observe, it is changed to P dash. At the P dash, here what we observe means the perpendicular distance from the y-axis is not changed, but the perpendicular distance from the x-axis is decreased. Here, PM when it is compared with P dash to MO is more. Here see, from P to MO is y, P dash to MO is less than y. That means the value of y is decreased. Like this, the point P closer to x-axis, which value is decreased means here y value is decreased. Which value is not changed means x value is not changed. When you will take one point P on the x-axis. Here what we observe means, here the y value is decreased to close to 0, x value is not changed. Now, you will take any one point on the x-axis, it is in the form of x comma 0. On the x-axis, which value is always 0 means y value always 0. Y value is always 0. Y equal to 0 is compared with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is a standard form of the straight line. When it is represented as a straight line means where mod a plus mod b is not equal to 0. It is a straight line. When it is compared with y equal to 0, it is also, it can be written as 0x plus 1y plus 0 equals to 0. So y equal to 0 also look like a standard form of the straight line. So it is look like x-axis. Now y equal to 0 is the equation of the x-axis. Similarly, the equation of y-axis is x equals 0. When the point P is closer to y-axis, in that case what we observe means x value is decreased, y value is not changed. When the point P on the y-axis, when the point P taken on the y-axis, here y value is not changed, x value is closer to 0. Now, the point on the y-axis is in the form of 0 comma y. Or we learned how to take the point on the x-axis, how to take the point on the y-axis. You take one point on the x-axis, it is in the form of x comma 0. Take one more point on the y-axis, general form is 0 comma y. Now 0 comma y on the y-axis, x comma 0 on the x-axis. At the origin, your x value and y value both are equal to zeros. After that, you will take one point in the first quadrant. Your P is a point in the first quadrant. So what about x comma y means? Here x is positive, y is positive. Because at the origin, on the x-axis right side always we will take on the positive values. Left side negative values. Right side positive values. Down side negative values. Here the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, the x value is positive and y value is positive. That means x is greater than 0, comma y is also greater than 0. Is nothing but both are positives means plus comma plus. In the second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. So x is negative is nothing but x is less than 0. Y is positive means y is greater than 0. So x is less than 0 is nothing but minus. Y is greater than 0 means plus. In the second quadrant, minus comma plus. Here in the third quadrant, x is negative, y is negative. X is less than 0, comma y is also less than 0. X is less than 0 means minus, y is less than 0 means minus. Similar in the fourth quadrant, x is positive, y is negative. X is positive means plus, y is negative means minus. So x is greater than 0, y is less than 0. Based on this concept, now we will discuss some examples. The point 2, 3 and minus 2, 3, minus 2, minus 3, 2, minus 3 are in which quadrants? Here 2, 3 is belongs to dash and minus 2, minus 3 is belongs to dash, minus 2, minus 3 is belongs to dash and 2, minus 3 is belongs to dash. Here see 2, 3 is belongs to dash means here 2 is positive, 3 is positive, x is positive, y is positive. X is positive, y is positive means that point is belongs to first quadrant or not. So it is Q1. Here x is negative, y is positive. So it is in the Q2. Here x is negative, y is negative. X is negative, y is negative. So the point minus 2, minus 3 is belongs to Q3. Here x is positive, y is negative. Here x is positive, y is negative. So it is in Q4. Understood? One more example. Here see, if the point x comma minus y is belongs to Q4, then x comma y is belongs to dash. Like this also sometimes we'll ask. Here x comma minus y is belongs to Q4 means, how do we learn it in the quadrant 4, x is positive, y is negative. When x is positive and y is negative, here x is positive, y is negative. Y is negative means here minus y is negative. Minus y is negative means y is positive. That x is positive, y is positive. Understood or not? Once again I will explain. Here see, if the point x comma minus y is belongs to Q4, then x comma y is in which quadrant? Is belongs to dash. Here x comma y, when it is belongs to Q4, in the Q4 x is positive, y is negative. X is positive means it is greater than 0. Y is negative. Y is negative means minus y is negative. When minus y is negative, y is positive. Here x is positive, y is positive. X is positive, y is positive in the which quadrant? First quadrant. Therefore x comma y is belongs to Q1. One more example. If x comma y is belongs to Q3, then minus x comma y is belongs to dash. Generally, in the quadrant 3, x is negative, y is negative. If x comma y is belongs to Q3 means x is negative. X is negative means minus. Y is negative means minus. When x is negative, minus x is positive. Here y is negative means here y is negative. So plus comma minus. Plus comma minus means x is positive, y is negative. In which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Therefore minus x comma y is in Q4. Given points 4, 0, 3 comma 0, minus 5 comma 0. Like this sometimes will give. Here 4 comma 0, 3 comma 0, minus 5 comma 0 are belongs to which axis? X axis or Y axis. Here what we observe like this anytime will ask. Here what we observe means in these 3 points, here what we observe means Y values are equal. Y values are equal to 0. On which axis? We already explained. On which axis Y value is always equal to 0? On X axis. So here 4 comma 0, 3 comma 0, minus 5 comma 0 lies on X axis. Similarly one more, minus 5 comma 3, 7 comma minus 4, 8 comma 9, like this. Here minus 5 comma 3 is which quadrant? Here minus 5 comma 3 means it is negative, it is positive. Here x is negative, y is positive. X is negative, y is positive means it belongs to Q2. Here x is positive, y is negative, it is belongs to Q4. Here x is positive, y is negative, y is positive means it is belongs to Q1. Now say one answer, I will give one question. Here the points 0 comma 1, 0 comma 7, 0 comma minus 8 are lies in which axis? The points 0 comma 1, 0 comma 7, 0 comma minus 8 are lies in which axis? Y axis. Because here the points, in these points, x values are equal to 0. You will take one point on the plane. How will you take that point? Here see, in x axis and y axis, you will take 2 points. One point is P, x comma y, x1 comma y1. One more point is Q, that is x2 comma y2. Like that when you will take 2 points, maybe the 2 points lies in same quadrant, sometimes not lies in, same quadrant. Sometimes the point P both are lies on the x axis, both are lies on the y axis also. If the point P and Q both are lies on the x axis, the point P and Q both are lies on the x axis. When it is lies on the x axis, already we learned in the x axis, y value is always 0. Now it is look like x1 comma 0. One more point Q is also on the x axis means in this point also y value is 0. So it is look like x2 comma 0. Now how to find the distance from P and Q? When the point P and Q both are lies on the x axis, how to find the distance from P and Q? It is the origin. Here what we observed, the point Q on the x axis in positive side. Now the distance from origin to that point is x2 units. The point P is also on the x axis in negative side. The distance from origin to point P is minus x2 units, x1 units, because it is in the negative side. Now the distance from P and Q is nothing but PQ is nothing but OP plus OQ. Here OP means minus x1, OQ means x2 is nothing but x2 minus x1. Generally it is take mod x2 minus x1. If both points on the x-axis, the point P and point Q both are on the x-axis, how to find the distance from P and Q is mod x2 minus x1. Similarly, the points P and Q on the y-axis, one point is P, it is on the y-axis means which value is always 0? X value is 0. So it is look like 0 comma y1. One more point Q, it is 0 comma y2. Here y1 means the distance from origin to point P, it is y1. Here y2 means the distance from origin to Q, it is y2. Now what we want here, the distance from P and Q. Here PQ is equals to PQ, the distance from P and Q is nothing but OP minus OQ. OP minus OQ. OP means the distance from origin to the point P is nothing but Y1. OQ means the distance from origin to the point Q is nothing but Y2. So Y1 minus Y2. Generally it is also will take mod Y2 minus Y1 because it is distance. Distance never negative. It is always positive. So it is nothing but modular, absolute value of Y2 minus Y1. The absolute value of Y2 minus Y1 is never negative. It is always positive. So you will take mod Y2 minus Y1. Now, in previous class, just before, the point P and Q both are taken on the x-axis or either x-axis or y-axis. Then how to find the distance between them? Distance between them is already we learned. Now, the point P and Q are not lies on the x-axis and also not lies on the y-axis. The point P and Q join, the line segment P and Q is parallel to the x-axis. Then how to find the distance between them? The coordinates of P1 is x1 comma y1. Coordinates of PQ is x2 comma y2. When PQ is parallel to the x-axis, in previous classes already we learned, if two lines are parallel, the perpendicular distance between them is always same. So that's why the perpendicular distance from P to x-axis and the perpendicular distance from Q to x-axis both are same. This perpendicular distance is nothing but y1 now. This perpendicular distance is nothing but y2. That's why y1 equals to y2. When the line segment PQ is parallel to the x-axis, here what we observe means y1 equals to y2. Here see, when it is perpendicular to the x-axis, on the x-axis y1 value 0, it is look like x1 comma 0. It is x2 comma 0. Again the distance between PQ is nothing but the distance between M and N. M and N is nothing but mod x2 minus x1. The line segment PQ is parallel to the x-axis. The distance between them is mod x2 minus x1. If P and Q both are lies on the x-axis, when both are joined, if the line segment is parallel to x-axis, in both cases what we observe means the distance between them is mod x2 minus x1. Similarly, if the line segment parallel to the y-axis, the distance between them is mod y2 minus y1. After that, some examples. Find the distance between the points 3, 0 and 7, 0. Find the distance between the points 3, 0 and 7, 0. Here what we observe 3, 0, 7, 0. Both are lies on the which axis? Here 3, 0, 7, 0 both are lies on the x-axis or not? Because y values are zeros. Here see, when both are lies on the x-axis, the distance between them is mod x2 minus x1. Here x1 value is, x1 is 3, y1 value, x2 value is 7. So the distance between them, for example, the point 3, 0 is A, another one is B. Now AB is equals to mod x2 minus x1. Mod x2 minus x1 means mod 7 minus 3. Mod 7 minus 3 is nothing but mod 4. The modulus of any real number never negative. So it is 4 because it is a distance. Distance never negative. One more example. Find the distance between the points A 3, 8, B 7, 8. Here what we observe means 3, 8, 7, 8. In these 2 points what we observe means y coordinates are equal. When the y coordinates are equal, here A and B when it is joined, that line segment is must be parallel to x-axis or not? Because here already we learned the line segment PQ is parallel to x-axis. In that 2 points, its y coordinates are equal. Similarly, here also y coordinates are equal means these 2 points when it is joined, that line segment is parallel to the x-axis. When it is parallel to the x-axis, again the distance between them is mod x2 minus x1. So here x1 value is 3, x2 value is 7. So now the distance between A and B is mod x2 minus x1. So mod 7 minus 3 is nothing but mod 4, again that equals to 4. One more example. Find the distance between the points minus 4 comma 7 and minus 4 comma 9. Here what we observed? In these 2 points what we observed? In the first point the x value is minus 4. In the second point also the x value is minus 4. In these 2 points what we observed? x1 is equals to x2. When x1 equals to x2, when these 2 points are joined, for example it is A, it is B. That one point is A, another point is B. When joined A and B, that line segment is parallel to y-axis because x1 equals to x2. The line segment AB is parallel to y-axis. The line segment is parallel to y-axis. When it is parallel to y-axis, x values are minus 4, x value is minus 4 and 7, that means like this. When it is parallel to y-axis, the distance between them is mod y2 minus y1. Here y2 value, y1 value is 7, y2 value is 9. So the distance AB, the distance between AB is mod y2 minus y1. So 9 minus 7, that is equals to mod 2 is nothing but 2. Here what we observed means, up to now already we learned some concept in the coordinate geometry. So how to take the point on the x-axis or y-axis or coordinates. On the x-axis, when you will take one point, its standard form is x comma 0. If you take one point on the y-axis, it is look like 0 comma y. Because on the y-axis x value 0, on the x-axis y value 0. Here y value 0, here x value 0. Here y equals to 0 and x equals to 0, both are comparing with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Here y equals 0, x equals 0, both are comparing with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Here ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is a standard form of the straight line. So y equals 0 is a one straight line, x equals 0 is a one straight line, y equals 0. Here on which axis y value 0 means x axis. So y equals 0 is the equation of the x axis. Here x equals 0 equation of the y axis. After that, if you take two points, one point is A, another point is B. Maybe the 2 points on the x axis, maybe the 2 points on the y axis. Sometimes when it is joined, sometimes it is parallel to x axis, sometimes it is parallel to y axis. In 4 cases, how to find the distance between them? For both points on the x-axis, the distance between them is mod x2 minus x1. For both points on the y-axis, the distance between them is mod y2 minus y1. Similarly, for both points, when it is joined, when both points are joined, the line segment is parallel to the x-axis. The line segment AB is parallel to the x-axis. Again, the distance between them is mod x2 minus x1 or mod x1 minus x2, no problem. Similarly, the line segment is parallel to y-axis, the distance between them is mod y2 minus y1 or mod y1 minus y2. Both will give same result only. Up now already we learn now. Okay na? So today in our class, we learned some concept in the coordinate geometry. First of all, the author of coordinate geometry is Rene Descartes, and how to take the axis. which axes are coordinate axis, which axes are oblique axis, how we will take the points on the coordinate axis. These all concepts how we learned. How to find the distance between two points, it is also we learned. In our next class, if the A and B, when join A and B, if it is not parallel to x-axis and not parallel to y-axis, then how to find the distance between them and the distance from origin to any point. Like that, some formulas we will learn in next class. Everyone must be read and come to my next class.